You can always contact me through our email address, or you can give me a call. I'm happy to help with any queries you've got about anything. Welcome, thank you for coming tonight. You know, it's really great to see so many people committed to making a change to their life, because that's what this 40-day challenge is all about. It's about setting new goals and achieving and looking at what's available through the practice of yoga on a daily basis. First, we're going to say there's not a workout tonight, but I can see some of you will come and work out here, but it's mainly just an information session. So, and to get you enthused and get you started on your journey, and it starts tonight. So, I can see you're all comfortable. We just need to run through a few housekeeping things. In the event of emergency, you need to exit by the back door, and there's a meeting point in the car park. Toilets are just out through the back door and to your left. Water, if you need it, there's a water station over there. Now feel free to move around. We will be here till approximately 9 o'clock, Paul, is it? Yep. So if you get a bit uncomfortable, don't sit there. You can move about, stretch your legs, but we hope we keep it interesting enough and time will fly, hopefully. A few of the information of things that are going to happen through the series. There's going to be prizes for participation. So these are the prizes that will happen on every information night on Wednesday night. A mixture of just small prizes to thank you for coming and participating. And there will be one major prize at the end of the session, and that's a 12-month yoga membership, which is a fabulous prize. And I'm sure you'd love to win that. So that gives you unlimited yoga for 12 months. If you all got a pen, anyone got a pen? No? Okay, I'll just send through in a minute. We've got, on the bench, you've got your workbook. Everyone got a workbook? And all of those, you're all registered on the registration sheet coming in. There's a few here tonight that are just actually on information sessions, so you may or may not need your workbook, so you can just leave it on the bench where you need. But those who are participating, please write your name and everything inside the book. And I think that's just about all from me. Now, Paul is going to take it over. Okay, thank you.
All right, guys.
Anybody else want pens?
Cool, so everyone's got a pen and a workbook? Excellent. So for those of you that I haven't met yet, I'm Paul. We'll have lots of time to meet over the next 40 days, so welcome all and thank you. Really from the bottom of all our hearts here at the studio to participate in this challenge takes some courage. So give yourselves a little bit of a pat on the back already just for showing up. I know it's hard for a lot of people to step out of the comfort zone and to try something different. Yoga itself can be seen as having some different connotations attached to it. So being able to step out of your comfort zone, and I know living in a town like this, as a male doing something different can be challenging. So you're all very courageous. And just know that the journey that you're about to embark on does take courage. And it does take courage to look in the mirror sometimes. And essentially, I'm going to ask you to do that quite a bit. And it's my job to help you defog that mirror when we're looking inward. Yeah, so that's a little bit about what's going to happen. But you'll start to realise that your inner world, once we explore it a little bit, provides far, far more riches than the outer world possibly can. So we spend so much of our time focusing on attaining physical things in our life, And through this 40 days, we're just going to take a step back and say, hold on, what's really important? And we're going to do that by looking at some practical tools. Taking the esotericism out of it and making it very practical so that we can all apply that to our everyday, and we're focusing on quantity rather than quality. So I'll pick some very specific tools to use, and I want you to commit to using them and look at them and use them with quality. So I've narrowed the tools that we're using down, so we're not learning a whole heap about a range of different aspects. We're picking some very specific things that will make massive difference to your life if you commit to it. So, as in everything, what you put in is what you get out. Okay? And I'm here, I'll be here till the last one of you leaves. So what you guys give, I'll give back. And all the teachers here will do the same. Okay. But it's my promise to you from myself. I can't promise for other people, but I'll be here until all the questions are answered for the last person who walks out the door. What you guys put in, I'll give back. Alright? So do I have your commitment? Cool. Awesome. Alright. That's a little intro. Now we're going to move into what I like to start. It's come to be my favourite little starter for workshops. And it's a why, a what, a how, and a what if. To give you guys some insight into what it's all about. Right, this is the room up here. I feel like I can dance around. Before we start, I'm going to ask you all just to find yourself a comfortable seat. So if you're not comfortable now, imagine what you're going to be like in an hour and a half. Adjust yourself so that you need to be. Grab mats, there's more blocks there, there's more cushions there, there's chairs if you need chairs. One of the key things to building a meditation practice, which we're going to look into a little bit later, is taking away distractions. So there's so many distractions that we don't need our own bodies to be a distraction also. So make yourself comfortable. I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes for a moment. Closing your eyes. About now is when I'll play some nice gentle music for you to meditate to. What's something happening? Meditation doesn't need to be what a lot of people think it is. You don't need to think of nothing. You're a human being, that's quite impossible to think of nothing. What we're going to do is focus on our breath. So just notice your breath. You're breathing through your nose, which is a good place to meditate from. You might notice the warmth of your breath on the top of your lip. You might notice your breath entering in through your nostrils and into your lungs. As you expand, see if you can, as you exhale, see if you can exhale every last piece of breath out of your lungs, creating some new space for some new oxygen to fill your lungs. You know, they call it prana or life force. They say that you don't have life without breath. And I'm going to ask you to count the length of your inhalation and match it with the length of your exhalation. You can count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Open up your eyes. So who here has never meditated before? Hand up. You can all put your hands down now. Alright, so that's a simple little passive meditation. Just notice how you're feeling now. That was about a minute of active meditation or passive meditation. So that's a little introduction to our why. Can I just get a show of hands who is totally new to yoga? Cool. Alright. Who has done just a little bit of yoga? Cool. And who has done quite a bit of yoga? Nice. So we have people from all different backgrounds, all different experience levels. Key to yoga is that we practice without ego, we practice without judgment. And it's not so much judgment of other people, it's more judgment of ourselves because we're always our harshest critic. Alright? So this is going to be a big challenge for many of you tonight, for the next 40 days. So our why, or my why, anyway, is to contribute. I want to be able to contribute to your life. I want to be able to add value to your life, because our philosophy here at SALT is that if we're enriching and enhancing the lives of other people, we're helping them to be their more authentic version of themselves, then the relationships that they have in their life will be benefited. So we have people going on to get married, we have people who have babies. If you take the time out to discover or to connect with your authentic self, because it's already there, just to connect with that person that you know you've always been, but you maybe want to get back to. And doing that, you have this ripple effect on the people around you. And that's our philosophy here at SALT, and that's our why. That's why we're doing the 40-day challenge. So I'm going to ask you your why. I'm going to ask you just to write it. It can be yours forever. You don't need to share it. Maybe. Alright, so if you turn to page 60 in your workbook. If you have a notepad, so I did send an email asking people to bring a notepad. If you have a notepad, use your notepad. If you have a notepad, use your notepad. Otherwise, I've given you a section for additional notes at page 60. And in yoga, we like to set an intention for our practice. And it's called a sankalpa. And a sankalpa is an intention from your heart. So it could be when you first think, okay, why am I doing yoga? I want to get fit and healthy. Okay, but why? Where does that come from? Right? So it's taking that step of aligning your head with your heart. We all know that being healthy is good for us. We all know that exercise is good for us. We've heard that meditation is good for us. We've heard that eating McDonald's is bad for us. But why do we still eat it? It's about connecting that head or the thinking centre with the heart centre. So when you're writing down your why or your sankalpa, your intention for being here, make it an intention from the heart. Is it that I don't want my kids to look at me with a sad face after they watch the anti-smoking ads? Got something you keep writing if you like. Which takes us to what? What is it? What are we doing? We're doing yoga. And yoga it's a science. It's a science that is thousands of years old. I can't trace back exactly how old it is, but estimates are about 5,000 years. And it's the oldest form of personal development. And it's a system designed to be able to help you make deeper connections with your body, your mind, and ultimately your soul. So it's really that simple. You can take all the esotericism out of it, and it's a science. It's a system that the yogis developed thousands of years ago. It's been improved upon and changed over the years. This is now what we practice today. And it has the same roots as what they're practicing all the years ago. And as you take that journey to connect a little bit deeper to your body, your mind, and your soul, you'll find out maybe a little secret. Some of you who have been practicing for a while may have found it. And that's that you already are all that you seek. Say that again. You already are all that you seek. So everything that you wish that you had or want to do in your life, you already have. You already have the ability to access all of those emotions. You've experienced them before. There's nothing stopping you from experiencing them again. That's what we're going to delve into a little bit. So we'll get to that a little bit later. Takes us to the how. The how, there is, you should know this, there is 9 key elements. Right, so we're going to do look at 9 key elements. So they're the quality that I'm talking about. If you know those 9 things well, you can have massive change in your life. So that's the how. This is going to be a daily ritual or a daily routine that you guys apply to your life and you help each other stick to. So that's the commitment that you guys have made. You've making this commitment by signing up. You made a commitment to stick with it for 40 days. Like I said, I'm going to be here to help you, but you'll only get out what you put in. So that's the how. And then the what if. What if this shit works? What if I kick my bad habits? What if I become healthy? What if I get in touch with my authentic self? What if I have more energy to play with my kids or my grandkids? What if I become a better partner just by being more aware of my own emotions? What if I live a longer life? You flip it on its head and say, what if I don't? What if I don't take a hold of this opportunity? What if I let it pass by? What if I end up in an early grave? What if I miss out on those connections, deep connections with loved ones? What if I go through the rest of my life not liking what I see in the mirror? So that's the what if. That's the flip side. We're going to focus on the upside. Alright, so have a look down at your self-help book that you wrote, your why. Is it starting? Are you starting to get a sense of maybe why you thought you came here is not why you're here? You know, I'm getting that feeling? Why you thought you came here, maybe not why you're here. You know, getting that? Yeah. Alright, so have a look at your syncopal. And now have a look around the room. Have a look at everybody else that's here. And I'm going to ask you to stand up, walk around, and walk around until you find somebody that you don't know, that you think you want to share your syncopal with your life. Alright, so start walking. I would play some lovely music if we'd all be walking around, but the music's not working. So have a walk around. Have a look around with each other's eyes. Until you find that person.
Hey, so my eyes
haven't, finish it off. I'll give you another second. 2. Alright, so grab your workbook. You can stay standing and go back to your partner. Go back to your friend with who you just met. With your workbook, make sure you take your workbook in hand. On the inside of the front cover, we've got 2 sections. This book belongs to, and my buddy's name and details. So, fill out your buddy's name and your buddy's details. You can sit next to your buddy if you like, or you can go back to your seat. So everybody's made a new friend tonight. So if that's all you get over 20 days, at least you've got something. Your job now for the next 40 days is to contribute to your buddy's life. Hold them accountable to staying on track and contribute. So we move from being here for ourselves to being here for somebody else. Okay? If you read that little quote by Patanjali, which is considered the godfather of yoga that we practice today, when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. So your project, your great purpose for this next 40 days is to hold your partner accountable and be there for them, and contribute to their lives. Now you're starting to get a feeling of maybe they're not here or what they thought they would. It's funny how things work out. Alright, so we're going to move on to the 9 key elements. Actually, before we do, does anyone want to share their why with the group? Remember their advisors. Yeah.
I had an accident a couple years ago, and I'm really struggling with pain and insomnia and all the things that go with it as I learned to walk again. So
So you're looking to use yoga to help you with your pain management and your sleep.
I have had for a long time a belief that you maintain full momentum when you've got balance. And you need physical balance, mental balance, and emotional balance. And at the moment, all three are gone. So this will help.
Excellent. And on the reverse side of that, so how do you feel without that balance? How do you feel now?
Every day hurts. Every day I can't roll it anymore. Lots of stuff.
Does anybody else want to share theirs?
I'm Di. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease before Christmas, which is an autoimmune disease to do with your thyroid. I don't know if anyone in the classroom has heard of it. So in regards to that, there's a lot of brain fog, insomnia where you don't sleep at all. I'm a nurse at the hospital. I do a lot of shifts at the hospital. So on my night shifts, I average 3 to 4 hours every night shift after I do a night shift before I go back to the next shift. So I think this class will be very, very good for me, just to unwind and so that's why I came along.
So your intention is to unwind?
Yes, relax more, de-stress.
Excellent. And how do you feel now?
Starting to feel a lot better myself because I'm getting myself back on track, and I just thought this 40-day challenge will really test my limits of if I can get through it. With all my shift work and attending classes and
And is there something that you want to get out of it? Like what is it?
more
Doing
strength,
that with you?
more flexibility, try and get rid of brain fog because that's the biggest thing at the moment.
Yeah.
I find like you can be doing stuff and then you just lose momentum and you don't know what's what. And, But the insomnia is my biggest problem as well. It's brain fog and insomnia, not being able to sleep.
Excellent. Anybody else would like to share?
Oh, sure. I'm Courtney. I wasn't actually planning to come tonight until Lucy suggested it to me, I think yesterday, but I've moved here 2.5 years ago for my partner, and all my family's in Victoria. I don't know anyone here, so I've sort of been following his life and doing everything he does and haven't really had anything for myself. So when Lucy suggested to come do this, I was thinking, why not? Something for me. I also get pretty bad anxiety. I work in real estate and sell property, which is quite a high demand job, and you get quite anxious doing things like that because it's such an important aspect of my life, but also I just get quite severe anxiety when I sit around by myself. I don't have my own company. I have to be out doing something, and if he goes to work or does his own interests like fishing, I sit at home by myself and sort of just overthink everything and just need to be doing something. So I'm sort of excited to be able to learn to relax and turn off and have something that's my own interest. So yeah.
What do you think you'll get out of that?
Probably learn to be a bit more calm and enjoy my own company and enjoy time to myself.
So you're looking calm and enjoyment. So how do you feel without that now?
Yeah, pretty bad. Like if I get quite, I don't know, I overthink everything. So especially with my job, I overthink things, and then my personal life, if I'm sitting around by myself, I feel like I'm just always stressed. I just need to learn to switch off and not be so stressed in life. So
Thanks for sharing, guys. So for everyone there, everyone has the intention of something they want to feel like, really. And an intention really is a need of something that you don't have. So can Courtney feel the joy and the happiness when she's stressed and anxious? No. So we're going to look at a little bit around identity later on. So a few see yourself as stressed and anxious, but you want to feel enjoyment, then if you feel stressed and anxious, you won't feel the enjoyment. So there's tools around how we can change how we see ourselves. So sleep and tiredness and fogginess is the issue, but we want to feel great and feel balanced. But we feel like shit, so there's the gap. And there's the gap that by doing things like yoga, you can actually defog that mirror and realize, well, I can feel balanced now. I can feel enjoyment now. So we're going to explore that a little bit later. But thank you very much, girls. Give them a big clap for sharing. So let's move into the content. So the next 40 days, you'll have a workbook. The workbook is yours to keep for the rest of your life. You can go back to it. You can practice the principles that you learn from it. You can take what works for you, and you can leave the rest. So everyone here is different on a different journey. These tools are known to work, but everyone has a different lifestyle. So ideally, if you get up in the morning and if you have 5-10 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is a great time to pick up your workbook and to apply some of the principles, and you'll set your day up really, really well. If mornings don't work, if you have to get out of the door by 4 o'clock in the morning, then it's probably something else that's going to work for you, maybe an afternoon practice, maybe take it to work with you and go from there. Alright, so fit it into your own life. There's no right or wrong way to practice. First key element of the 40-day mind body challenge. So do we have any questions before we start? Before we get into the elements? Sure. So the first key element is daily inspiration. So every single day, you're going to get a little dose of inspiration when you open your workbook. So the theory about that is, like Aristotle says, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act but a habit. So if we're in the habit of reviewing excellence, or a quote from someone excellent every day, then that begins to be what or how we think. And the science behind that, and there's a little system in our brain called the reticular activation system. So we start to mirror what we see the most. Okay? But I won't go too much further into that. I'm going to skip through a lot of these because a lot of them we're going to workshop. So every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. we're going to have a workshop. And we're going to take your understanding of the elements a little bit deeper. So to have everyone's commitment, they can make it for Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for the next 40 days, 7:15 p.m. And we're going to take these elements deeper and deeper. So as we progress through 40 days, our comprehension of the practice, like I said, will get deeper. So number 2, our daily focus or philosophy. I'll get you guys to read this section on your own. This is some basic fundamentals of the yoga philosophy. In yoga, or the Ashtanga yoga that we generally practice in the modern world, is broken down into 8 limbs. The first 2 limbs is the yamas and the niyamas. And that's how we treat ourselves and how we treat each other. And the yogis say, really before we can move on to any of the other practices, the breathing, the meditation, the physical practice, these are what's really important. If you can nail these, then you can move on to the rest. And it's not something that you can do once and you do it right and okay, you're done, tick that box. It's something that is what encompassing a yogic lifestyle is all about. And it's things like non-violence. So non-violence, they say, to all living beings. The most important one is non-violence to ourselves. Am I beating myself up?
truthfulness, control of the senses, non-stealing, non-striving, purity or cleanliness, disciplined, self-discipline, self-study, and surrender. So there's lots of different versions and takes of the yums and the yums. This is quite a traditional type view. Take it with a pinch of salt. And when we come into workshopping it, we'll workshop the understanding a little bit deeper rather than this traditional point of view. Okay, so this is here for your reference. And each day, we're going to look at one of the yums and the yums, and I'm going to ask you to journal and reflect on what you think it means and how it applies to you in your life. Okay? And how maybe you could change things to maybe be a little bit more truthful, a little bit more non-harming to yourself, things like that, okay? And each day, if you flip to page 20, page 20, you'll have what your daily ritual looks like. And you'll see there focus philosophy, and it'll give you a particular yama or niyama to have a read and to reflect upon it. So when we do our reflection, it's a good little tool to use to have a look and to start writing it down. All right, a little bit of self-reflection, but from a yoga perspective. So. Element number 3, daily gratitude. This is it. One of the greatest gifts of being human is being able to choose what we focus on. So we can choose to focus on the lack of sleep or the self-doubt. Gratitude is the most vital ingredient for a fulfilling life. So notice specific choice of wording for a fulfilling life, not a happy life. Sorry. Happiness is an emotion. Happiness comes and goes, and it's fleeting. And to engage in emotion, really what you need to do is think happy thoughts. Okay? And you'll feel happy, that emotion will come and go. Okay? A fulfilling life is something different. A fulfilling life is a sense that you're here for a purpose, a sense that you're maybe a loving soul, that you are here to do good things. Hence, I've asked you to contribute to your body's life. So it's a life, it's starting to look at a life of fulfillment rather than just looking for that specific happiness. Like, if we go get a Coke or a McDonald's or something, we might feel happy for a little bit. Okay? So there's a difference. And if you look around as well, there are many, and if you look at some of the stars that we see, there are many attributes a successful person can have. So successful is people's perception. And then, we think a successful person has money, has respect, maybe a loving family, lots of friends, etc. But none of those things guarantee fulfillment. And we see it all the time. We see people like Robin Williams, we think he has everything. But, they end up taking their own lives, being that unfulfilled, that they have no other option. And the only thing that can really guarantee fulfillment, if you want to write this down, the only thing that can do this is gratitude. And it's purely perspective.
So wealth is purely the perception of abundance. We'll say that again. Wealth is purely perception of abundance. And poverty is purely the perception of scarcity. And we've all, people that have travelled or seen the TV shows, you see the kids on the streets in Africa or Asia that have absolutely nothing, and they're some of the happiest people in the world. And they're not chasing the cars and the mansions and so forth. And they're grateful for everything they have. They're grateful for that next bowl of rice and whatever it is. It's perception. But we spend so much of our day in this modern world, and we're conditioned to be achieving things, trying to grab things that we don't have, thinking of this might be fulfillment, this might be fulfillment. Maybe if I make the next house, or the next meal, or if I get the next house, or the next investment property, or the next biggest car, I might feel happy. I might feel, you will feel maybe happy for a fleeting moment. Then it all comes back down and you need to feel like you need to chase the next thing to bring that fulfillment. And a lot of what can bring that on is obviously the way society is set up, but also what we see on the media, the constant negativity in the media, CNN, constant negative news. And it's driven down our throat, it's constant negativity. And we think the world is a scary place. And the reality is, with the world we live in today, is safer than it's ever been. There's less war at the moment than any time in history. We have greater access to healthcare. The cost of food is way less than it ever has been. Our ratios of our income compared to the cost of living and the cost of food is way greater than it ever has been. These are the good old days. And yeah, it's total perception. So who watches the news constantly? Who's anxious of those people? If we head up and watch the news. Who suffers from anxiety? That's just a little experiment. There's nothing I'm saying. That's true. In fact, I just thought that would be a curious thing to do. But you know what I'm getting at, like the constant negativity. I'll give you a little tidbit about me. I'm going off track here, but I'm quite passionate about it. So there is a part of your brain, what's the name? Sorry? Amygdala. Is that how you say it? Or is it Sorry? Amygdala. So the amygdala in your brain, it's turned on, or it's there to notice the negative or the scary things first. So when we were cavemen, we needed to notice the lion hiding in the bushes before we noticed the apple in the tree, so we could run and get out of it. And so the amygdala, whatever it is, it's there to notice the negative first. Okay, so that's its function. And it does that through emotion. So it's there to notice the negative emotions first. So that's how we're wired. We're wired to notice the negative emotions first. Okay? So then when it comes to living a life of fulfillment, we're already running uphill. We're wired to notice the negative first. And if you surround yourself by negativity, then that reticular activation system sets in, and that's what you get. You get negativity. You surround yourself with negativity, you give out negativity, you get negativity. You surround yourself with a community of mindful people looking to improve themselves, and that's what you get. So, the training. Actually, let's play a little game. Let's play poker, it says there. So imagine you have a big stack of cards, and the stack of cards is the amount of people that are in this world. So how many billion people there are. And if you could imagine your card is your life today. Where you live, what you live with, how you're brought up. If you had the opportunity of putting that card back in the deck, and you could pick out another card, and it could be from any time in history, gone through any time in history with all the wars and all the famines, would you put that card back in and risk picking another one? If you had the opportunity to put that card back in and pick another country that you were born in, would you take that chance with all the problems that are in the rest of the world? So now we're starting to get a little bit of perception. If you had, with your family, with all its problems that it has, would you put your card back in and take the risk of getting someone else's family being brought up in an orphanage or drug abuse or whatever it is? Would you take that risk? So, man, most of us, I imagine, we've got it pretty good. We've had a good time. So, I want you, as you're training, to start writing a gratitude list. And I want you to start now. Just start writing everything that you're grateful for. And don't stop. Keep writing. Don't think about it. Just write. Start throwing some at me while you're writing them down. What are you grateful for?
My house. Oh, house, I said.
Did you say car?
Real sad.
Tim?
Being alive.
Being alive? What was that?
Friends.
Clean drinking water. Flushing the toilet.
Oh yeah, going to the hot showers next. Traveling around Australia and the world.
What was that one?
Traveling
Traveling. Traveling where?
around Australia and the world.
Nice.
Having a job,
Joe? What's the next one?
having a job.
Joe? Yeah, what was the next one?
Having freedom.
Freedom. Keep going. Food.
Our fur babies.
Yeah.
What was that
Fur babies.
one? I hope you talking about the animals.
Clothing.
Clothing. Amen.
I like me.
All right, cool. So you get the idea. Can you imagine if you started every single day focusing on those wonderful things that you're grateful for that you have in your life? Before you switch on the constant negative news. What change that will have to your psyche? Before you check if somebody's messaged you or someone's liked a post or someone. Slendy's our social media expert. So can you imagine the difference that will have for the rest of the day? Trust me, it's profound. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you to keep adding to this list. So on your daily sheet, you will have a section for I am grateful for. Write at least 2 or 3 things there if you have room, and then you can keep adding to this list. So I've asked you all to bring along a clean notepad if you don't have one, grab one, and make a heading, my gratitude list. So every day, if 2 or 3 things isn't enough, keep writing and make your gratitude list longer and longer. This is my gratitude list that I started when I ran out of my 40-day one body challenge book last time. So these are some of the things that I've written. You go on. Freedom, knowledge, coffee, the ability to live life on my terms. Projects to develop and work on. Inaction as the opposite to action. Action that makes the world move. Communication, words and language. Conflict. Love is communication. You can't have love without it. Abundance of health and happiness. So yeah, every single day. Some days I don't and I forget, or I get busy and I come. And I notice, now that I've been doing these practices for quite a while now, I'll notice that the gap between when I don't do it to when I do it is bigger and bigger. And when I don't do it, I think this is a shit day. And then I look back and think, that's how every day used to be. And the gap just keeps going into the week, and every day is more and more fulfilled. Any questions? Any comments? Where we go? Alright, okay. Still on gratitude. Next one over, the power of positive memories. Right, and now my magic moments list. Oh yes, okay, Gratitude Day. Thank you for reminding me. Right, so Gratitude Day is a day that you'll show your gratitude to somebody. You'll step outside of your comfort zone and you'll show how grateful you are to that person. So my Gratitude Day is the 20th of each month, because it's easy to remember. I'll set it in my phone, which helps. So you can write, it can be a one-off thing, it can be a weekly thing, it can be once a year thing. Mine is a monthly, you choose. So some of you, for the people that have been here for a little while, have sometimes got an random email from me just saying thanks for being such a wonderful person. And I send that to all the meetings, so that happens on my Gratitude Day. So special.
So we can just do bulk emails on those days?
Sorry?
We can just do bulk emails
You can
on
do a
those
bulk
days?
email, it's a cheat code. Or you can do something meaningful, so yeah. So yeah, plans and monthly, so that things, I bought my wife flowers and things like that. So it's just giving that contribution, showing the people in your life how grateful you are for all they do.
Cool, so set that day. And flick back over to your buddy's name and details. And just one quickly, be very quick, and write down their gratitude day. Because you're going to customize them. So, have a very